Oh, shut. My bad. I was trying on my Yo, shout out, man. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Bliss Pickup. I'm back. I'm back. I know y'all ain't think I was gonna take no days off, even though I was on a business trip to Texas, man. Shout out to my brother Lou for holding it down while the boy had to go take care of some business. Shout out to y'all for rocking with my boy Lou while I was out. Man, we love our chat. Y'all are the best chat in on YouTube, period. But listen, man, we got a good one for y'all, man. We got some breaking news. I know everyone covered the Jonnu possible trade rumors. Y'all come over here to get the real deal straight drop, no cut. So we're gonna give y'all our thoughts on that. Tyreek trolling Mike McDaniel online. I don't know how we feel about that. We got a lot more to get into. But before I do that, let me bring up my co-host real quick. Lou, what's good?
Hey, Cowboy Tone, what's good?
Hey,
Oh,
hey, Lou, you remember how I told you I was gonna start feet up with the cowboy boots and all, but but the hat on the cowboy, but the hat couldn't fit over the headphones. So I say, nah, I should have started off feet up, just so Lou, I was, before we get into the show, I was talking to a couple of certain individuals. I'm gonna say, after the show the other day. I think it was yesterday,
yeah.
and I let a couple other individuals know. I gotta let people know I was comfortable out there in Texas, real comfortable. I say, matter of fact, I'm gonna go get a cowboy hat and some boots to make me. I'm gonna let them know I felt right at home.
You know what? You know what, Tone? That's crazy. You said you talked to a couple people, because I talked to a couple people, and I told them the same thing. I said, hey, man, all I know is when these Florida boys go down to Texas, man, they look very comfortable. That's all. Hey, very comfortable in the great state of Texas, man.
It felt very comfortable, man. Hey, shout out to the great state of Texas, man. I ain't gonna lie, I always have a great time when I'm in the great state of Texas. Bruh, nice state. There's a lot of states I can't really rock with like that. I'll be ready to come home. Ain't nothing like being in the state of Florida. Ain't nothing like being in Miami, period, right? But when I'm in Texas, man, I always have a great time, man. The people out there are good. So shout out to them. Well, aside from a select few, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aside from a select few, for the most part, there's real good people out there in Texas. Grumpy, I see you in the building. But what's good, Lou, man? Talk to me. Hey, matter of fact, I owe all y'all apology. That was my first time going live on the StreamYard from my phone. So I saw somebody put in the chat, Tone took his ball and went home.
I just, you see now, Tony told y'all, right? Everybody in the chat that we have the best chat in the world. I just want to, let me speak to the chat a little bit, Tony, real quick. Hey, chat, you see how Tony did me, right? He tried to take away my shine. I was shining, right? And all of a sudden, the man, he took my shine away, but I'm gonna let it slide because I'm glad to have the homie back, right? It's good to have the homie back. But I just want, hey, chat, we got a discrepancy, right?
Oh, man,
we
here
got
we
one.
go.
So it just goes down in the notes, man. But hey, Tone, in all seriousness, bro, it's good to have you back. Again, you still showed up, but I hear you say it all the time, bro. Sometimes life be lifing, and when job calls and things like that, and we were kind of having a conversation backstage, bro. You're doing big things, and just to hear your voice like backstage and you talking about it and stuff, it sounded like the trip went well. So, hey, man, salute to you, but it's good to have you back, dog.
Yes, sir, for sure. Shout out to all y'all, man. We got a little surprise for y'all toward the end of the show. So I'm excited to present y'all with that little surprise.
Guy, Mark, shout out to Mark, man, down there in Vamos Gatos. I see y'all boys, man.
Oh yeah, Vamos Gatos. Mark, I see you in there. Grumpy, shout out to Grumpy. I see you in there. Mike Best. Mike Best in the building. He say, "What up, Grumpy?" Oh, yeah, he say ish. Nah, Lou, we got the first chat of the day. We gotta bring it up. Game Boy 305 said, "I saw Alice on the back of a milk cart."
Damn, dog, that's crazy.
Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, man, I'm telling you, y'all, the chat be having us rolling. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I really miss coming in here and interacting with the chat, man, as well as my counterpart over here. But listen, Lou, man, listen. We got a show that we got to get going. Hey, can I get out my, get something off my chest real quick? Because I ain't really have time to talk about the OTAs. You know what I'm saying? So I want to really, get something off my chest. And I don't know if you was talking about it, Lou. Because I heard you mention Cam Smith, and you was like, it's not looking too good for Cam Smith. Already, I think you said water was going off, and then he limped off the field. I believe is what you were saying during the show. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't really like your energy on that. So I'm gonna come here and let y'all know we got to give y'all some real Blitz pickup energy. If this, it about to be a minor injury, because there is no excuses. No excuses. We talk about he have all the talent in the world. We talk about how he's a dog. He got a dog-like mentality. I'm sorry. At some point, these injuries and you always getting nicked up, bro, what's the problem? Ankle, you can't run. I don't know. Maybe you need to change your diet. Maybe you change your workout routine. Maybe I don't know if it's the trainers. I don't know what it is. But the fact that these dudes cannot seem to stay healthy is starting to get under my skin. And there's no excuses. I'm sorry, Cam Smith, Chris Greer, and Mike McDaniel, and all. No, we ain't giving no excuse. That injury excuse is out of the door. We do not care. You mean to tell me the first OTA week, the first week in OTAs, the main person that we talk about, because correct me if I'm wrong, Lou, but the weakest unit on this team, period, secondary, right? More specifically the cornerbacks, because we might be down our top two cornerbacks. But I want to give you credit because you did bring up a great point to all of the people that was acting like it's doomsday and doom and gloom with Jalen Ramsey on this team. Like, we had Jordan Poyer, we had Javon Hollins. That secondary was trash last year.
Trash.
Completely trash. So, miss me with all this over. I didn't panic. I'm just saying panicking over us wanting to get rid of Ramsey. We was trash with him on the field. I mean, if y'all come to the Wednesday shows when we break down the film, we showed that man getting cooked. Game in and game out. So, excuse me from wanting to see the younger dudes play. You remember that year? It was 2023 when everyone was getting injured, and we was out there with Eli Apple. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And we like, Cam Smith can't be worse. Put White Lightning out there. Ethan Bonner, like, come on, bro.
So, what, Tone? Let's go back. What was it? Was that the 2019 year? Remember when Nick Needham got off the streets and Brandon Jones was just around?
Yes.
Remember that? Those were the same conversations. Oh, this secondary's trash. We started losing people, injury. We were cutting people. And all of a sudden, those young guys, those no-name guys like the Needhams, Brandon Jones, those kind of guys, they started making plays, right? So that's kind of what we're looking for now, Tone. So, again, I'm glad you heard that point, and I brought up. And just to stick on the Ramsey thing real quick, bro, forget about the name. When people talk about Jalen Ramsey, Tone, it seems like they're thinking about the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jalen Ramsey.
Thank you for
or the Los Angeles Rams, Jalen Ramsey, right?
Yeah.
Tone, and I said this on Wednesday's show, right? From a trade standpoint, when you give up a third and Hunter Long for Jalen Ramsey, I would say the Dolphins won the trade, right? From just the compensation standpoint.
Yeah, because we got like a third and the tight end, what, Hunter Long or something we gave up for?
Yeah, we gave up a third and Hunter Long, right? But the fact is, Tone,
a fifth and Hunter Long.
No, I thought it was a third.
Probably a third and Hunter Long.
I thought it was a third and Hunter Long.
Yeah, probably a third. Yeah.
The problem, Tone, is ever since Jalen Ramsey has put on a Dolphin jersey, let's go to the New England game, he picked off Mac Jones, and the Raider game, he had 2 interceptions. Besides that, Tone, it's been underwhelming for the majority of Jalen Ramsey's Dolphin career. Mm-hmm. It just is what it is, bro. Right? So, like, when I hear people say, oh, my God, the sky's falling because we're losing Jalen Ramsey, I get it, but I really don't get it, if that makes sense. Because, to your point, again, when he was here, he was trash. Yeah. Right? Like, we weren't winning with him. So, what's going to be the difference if we don't win without him? Right? Like, It's the
Yeah,
same thing, but I'll let you do your thing. But I couldn't agree more, bro. Jalen Ramsey has been very underwhelming.
yeah. So what I would say is, and I'm glad you brought that point up because I'm like, and I just brought up Mark comment. These are facts. Let them put the young guys out there. Let them get their lumps early. Let them lose. I mean, win and learn. I'm sorry. Let them learn by experience. Experience is the best teacher. It will always be the best teacher. Let them get out there, get experience. At the listen, the secondary play we got last season, what the worst could happen? I don't think it could get any worse. I'm sorry. It can't. So you might well take a stab out of these young guys, let them get out there, show what they can do, and that at some point they start to get better. You know, development is also getting them experience as well. It's not only in the practice.
Facts.
So you have to understand development. Part of the development process, put them out there. Let them get those live game experience. Let them get the speed, pick up on the speed of the football. Of the game. Trust me, Sunday game speed is 1,000% different from practice game speed, and that's a fact. For the most part, you practice against the practice squad guys, anyways, when you in the regular season. So yeah, man, I just wanted to get that off my chest about the first thing we hear out of camp is Cam Smith already injured. Like, come on. He's another one that's probably is not going to live up to his draft capital and his draft status. And then I don't know, bro. But all I'm saying is I don't want to hear no excuses. There isn't any excuses. Everyone have an opportunity this year. May the best man win. I want to see competition. You know, next man up, whatever you want to say, that's how I'm moving going forward this season. But yeah, I just wanted to get that part out because I wasn't here for the little OTA section of it. It say take a what out of these young guys. Hey, yo. I say take a stab at. Well, I ain't say out of.
No, I don't know nothing
kind of
about
wild.
that. I don't know
That's
nothing
kind of
about
wild.
that.
Pablo did.
Hey, Pablo saying, "Hey, yo."
It was a little wild, Pablo. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a little wild. See what I'm saying? There you go. I got to get back. Listen. I got rust. You know what I'm saying? There's rust. I got to get back into the flow of things and understand the language.
Hey, Pablo, I've tried to warn the homie. Once he gets going, that's when the Ayo moments start happening. You know what I'm saying? I tried to warn the dog.
Oh man. But listen, let's get into it, man. Obviously, the hot topic. Everyone was talking about it all yesterday. Jonnu Smith. Now, this is what I want, because maybe you could clarify this. I should have asked you backstage, but hey, we do it live. Did the Dolphins reach out to Pittsburgh, or did the Pittsburgh Steelers reach out to the Dolphins? Because that's
I think, and again, sometimes you got to word things right. I'm learning from these past conversations about what media can say and what things you cannot and do. Right? We all have to get better tone and learn. I will say this. I think, and I wish I was on camera so y'all could see with quotation marks. I think
I got you.
There you go, right there. I think the Steelers made the phone call to the Dolphins, and as a good organization does, think about what Chris Greer said on anything, on any player. If someone calls, we'll listen. You know what I'm saying? We'll listen. If the phone rings, we're going to pick it up. And I think that's what happened. I think, again, teams across this league are always looking for talent. And then, let's be honest, Jonnu was on his last year of his deal, right? So a team like Pittsburgh maybe could see him signing or maybe want to sign him or something like that. And maybe they're thinking, hey, last year on this deal, maybe we offer Miami something and they would take the bait. So, yeah, listen, we know confirmation. We got it from Adam Schefter and multiple other places that there was discussions being had. But no, Tone, to answer your question, I don't believe the Dolphins are the ones that initiated the conversations. I think, Pittsburgh and maybe a few other teams as well have called, So,
okay,
but
so
no, I don't think the Dolphins did it.
Okay, so if Pittsburgh reached out, then that no harm, no. Well, either way you flip it, I don't think it's no harm, no foul. This is the business side of the sport. you have to understand both sides of the sport. There's the part of the sport when it comes to the game and the team aspect of it, and then you got the business side of it. So yeah, it comes with the territory. The same way I say with Chris Greer, this is what you signed up for. Mike McDaniel as a head coach, these are the things that you signed up for. This is a result-based business. Players, you understand. Players get traded all the time. It was once said that the NFL stands for not for long. So you know what that means. If you could get the capital and get younger, even though he's not that old, I think he's like what 29. So he's not that old. But hey, if someone's willing, so Lou, what you say? If someone, would you give him up for a third rounder?
Yeah, if someone came with a third, I'd do that. Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
I'm
gonna get a third rounder.
And shout out to the homie G, right? Again, I'm not trying to call G out here, but Tone, this is, you see,
I don't think it's a
fire sale. And this is what I brought up earlier today, Tone, in Twitter space. I don't know if you heard. Show me where the fire sale is with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I heard you were saying that with Destin. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, where's it at? Like this narrative that people are painting, bro. Jalen Ramsey wants out of the Dolphins. We know for a fact he's probably more than likely he's going to get traded. Where else has been the fire sale? Where's it at?
Did we trade anyone so far?
No.
Who have we traded?
Nobody. So like this narrative that it's a fire sale, I just don't understand where it comes from.
I'm trying to figure it out as well. We haven't traded anyone. If Ramsey wants out, you let him out. I'm sorry. It's just that simple. For me, it's that simple. When Tyreek said he wanted out at the end of the season, what I said, okay, I don't want him here no more either. Bye. What they offering? At that point, I was willing to take a third for him. I know most of the top end receivers are going for a conditional second. I was willing to take a third. Maybe a fourth in the player. I'm just saying. When someone don't want to be here, I'm all, hey, let them go. And all I'm going to say is, from the player standpoint, I get it. You had your breakout season, the best season of his career, I believe, right? And I don't think he's guaranteed any money after this year, right? Lou, if I'm not correct, correct. Jonnu Smith, he's not guaranteed.
No, he has no more guaranteed money left. He's just
no more guaranteed. And we all know, if you understand football and how contracts go, the guaranteed money is the only thing that really matters. Yeah, it could say $700 billion on there, but if you only guaranteed $20 million, you make it $20 billion.
Bro, and I see people saying that maybe Jonnu wants out. Jonnu doesn't want out. He wants to be here in Miami. Trust me when I tell you. And again, it just all, Tone, you're hitting on it, right? It's the no more guaranteed money. He has $4.5 million left on this 1 year. That's what it is, right? Players want guaranteed money. I believe the Dolphins are willing to give him an extension, right? And because he made $4.5 million last year, he made $4.5 million this year. Obviously, the numbers he put up, I think, was 90 plus catches, 900 some yards receiving. I think like 7 or 8 touchdowns, right? He deserves a pay raise. It's where does that number meet? I think Miami, if he's at 4.5, let's say Miami would go to like 7, maybe 8. Let's say he wants 10. I think that's where the conflict of interest is, right? Like, and if I look at it from that perspective, you brought in Westbrook-Akine. He's better than anything we had last year, right? From Odell Beckham, he's going to be better. You got year 2 of Malik Washington. You got Taj Washington coming back. You still have A-Chain. You added another weapon in the running back room with Ollie Gordon, plus what you had already with Jalen Wright last year. I just think, bro, there's only one football to go around. And, okay, let's go down the list. Reek, Waddle, that's 1 and 2. A-Chain, that's 3. Let's say Westbrook-Akine's 4. Malik, 5. One of the running backs, 6 or 7. Like, where does the ball go to, like, Jonnu? Yeah, like, where does Jonnu fall on that totem pole of when we start lining up weapons? Again, Reek and Waddle, 1 and 2. I would say A-Chain, your boy, Tone, is 3. Is Jonnu best case scenario 4?
Probably 4.
You see what I'm saying? Now, is your fourth option, let's say, getting the
Want
ball,
to use Malik
worth $10
Washington this
million
year?
a year?
Mm-mm.
Are you paying a fourth option $10 million?
No, absolutely not.
So this is all I'm saying. So like when we have these conversations, it's like let's put two and two together, right? Let's start trying to figure things out and break things down. And from that perspective, nah, bro, we're gonna let Jonnu, in my opinion, play on this 4.5, and whatever happens at the end of the season.
Yeah, and that's I think that's the best approach. Unfortunately, for the players, a fan like me, I'm always taking team first. You know, I would prefer every player on this team take a team friendly deal. That's how I am as a fan. I want the best players on the team, and I want them for the cheapest I could get them, because that means we could retain most of them or all of them. If not all of them. However, I do understand. Get your money, young man. I get it. That's when it's business. It's not personal. It's just business. You get your money, just not here. And let me make this point. Jonnu had one good season. Like let's keep it real. I'm the type of person, you gotta show me more than one season. I had that standpoint on Tua, and I'm gonna take the same standpoint with Jonnu. I think Jonnu only had 50 catches in the season twice, which was last year, which was his most productive year, and the year before. And I think he had 500 yards once.
Wait, no, I think in 8 years there's been twice. Yeah.
In 8 years, twice.
Yeah, in 8 years. Yeah.
So miss me with that. And I heard somebody earlier say, "Oh, and he watched Mike Gesicki get paid." Well, Mike Gesicki went over 500 yards 5 times in his career. 4 or 5, but I think it's 5. Right? He had 50 catches or more 4 times in his career. You understand? So he's a pass catching tight end, kind of in the same mode as Jonnu, but he put in more years.
And besides the years, I know people don't like Mike Gesicki down here in Miami, and I get it, but he's never injured neither.
Never injured. That is a
Mike
great
Gesicki's
point.
playing every Sunday. You know
That's a great point. That's a great point. So I'm just saying, at this point, you see how the Miami Dolphins are moving. Maybe post June, after they get rid of Ramsey, they might want to revisit the negotiation table. But other than that, look what they're doing. They moving a certain way in the offseason. What makes you the exception? I mean, your numbers don't make you the exception. You had good numbers, give it to you. But that's not head-turning numbers to where you're like, oh, wait a minute, we have to pay attention to this. And if you want to be real, the injury to Tyreek and Waddle help aid to you getting those numbers. They assisted you a lot, them not being 100%. So if I'm looking at it from a team standpoint, like, well, you're not going to get that we're not going to get that production from you if we have 2 healthy receivers. Now you add in an Achane, and like Lewis say, bro, you the 4th option, maybe 5th if we decide to use Malik Washington a little bit more.
And again, bro, a lot of those red zone targets last year, Tone, that Jonnu Smith was getting, in my opinion, that's going to be Westbrook-Ikhine, the 6'3" receiver.
I forgot about Westbrook-Ikhine. We didn't even bring him up.
Yeah, like in the red zone, a lot of those targets last year that Jonnu Smith was getting in the red zone, like he was our red zone threat last year. I could easily see Westbrook-Ikhine. We know Mike McDaniel likes to throw them fade routes.
Yeah, he do.
If we are going to throw him, I would much rather throw him to a 6'3" receiver than a 5'9" receiver, right?
That's a fact.
So I just think, again, bro, there's a lot of weapons. Plus, I think they're going to run the ball a little bit more because now you have 3 legitimate running backs. You have Achane, you have Jalen Wright, and you have Ollie Gordon.
Jay saying ain't nobody using that midget receiver, Malik Washington. He's sick of him.
Get him up out of here then.
Day one say, I think Tua like Smith. That's cool. How often is Tua gonna be here? How many games he gonna play?
I mean, that's cool. We ain't doing the like thing. I don't care what you like.
I feel you. Benjamin said another 700-yard receiving season loading. I mean, wishful thinking, Benjamin. Cool. Hopefully, my brother. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it 100. I'm not beating around the bush or anything like that. I'm just letting y'all know. If you can get capital for him, why not? Gameboy 305 say, so are we saying Tua elevated Jonnu? Hey, you know what? And you know, I could play both. I could be objective. How come players are coming here and having they breakout seasons? They career years on the tour.
Mike McDaniel.
Great rebuttal, Lou. Great rebuttal.
So no. I'm glad. Oh, yeah, let's talk about it, Tone.
Great rebuttal.
Let's get into it. You see, this is the problem. So Jonnu Smith, now it's only Tua, right?
Yeah.
Who's creating those spaces and opportunities for Jonnu Smith to get open? Who's doing that?
I don't know who's drawing up the plays.
Is Tua drawing up the plays?
Absolutely not. But it's a player execution, though, Lou. It's a player execution, though. They got to execute, though.
Well, again, and that's what I'm saying. So it looks good when the players execute. But this is the problem, Tone, for everybody that says Mike McDaniel can't coach, Mike McDaniel can't do this. But when those players come in, now Mike McDaniel, Tyreek came in the same year as McDaniel. Tyreek has had 2 of his best seasons in his Hall of Fame career under that coach. He was also coached by Andy Reid.
Lou, guess what? Raheem Mostert, he was coached by Shanahan, right? Kyle Shanahan.
Talk to him, Tone.
Came over here, had the most productive year of his career.
Let's get into it.
Now you got Jonnu Smith coming over here. Most productive year in his career.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
But you know what? I just see when people, they like to pick and choose a side, you understand, and not be objective because, I don't like Mike McDaniel. I prefer a different style coach. I do too. I prefer a more hard, tough, no coach, right? But I'm not going to come up here.
Yep.
I'm not going to come up here and make up reasons for me to get rid of him. Just create a narrative that's not really there. I'm going to call it like it is. The man drawing up plays. You want to know the difference? When the team failed, you want to know the difference between us having 2 games left in the season in 2023 with the number 1 seed, overall seed in the line, and in those games, and the game prior to that, player execution. Because when we put on the film, players were still open. The players just weren't executing. And what we'll do is, I ain't gonna say all of us, but some fans, what they'll do is they'll take that and they were like, Mike McDaniel, he got outcoached. How? How we got outcoached when the players are still open?
Talk to him.
I mean, that coach didn't lock up, didn't shut down his play because players were still open, but they didn't execute. Then we're gonna say, well, he got to know his players. And he got to understand that they don't perform well in those type of conditions, or they don't perform well on those stages. Well, how are they gonna get? They're gonna stop performing well if you don't put them in position to perform.
But that's not even the question we should ask at that
That's
point.
crazy.
When they say that, though, Tone, when they say that, right? Oh, well, the coach needs to know their players and stuff like that. Well, it sounds like we're holding Mike McDaniel. So Mike McDaniel has a lot to do, but the players don't have nothing to do.
Facts.
That's what it sounds like. So Mike McDaniel also needs to hold a player's hand for them to execute, is what I'm hearing. Nah, bro. See, this is where people get it confused.
Fans say, well, when Mike McDaniel goes versus Ravens, Bills, Green Bay, and the Texans, he must have forgot them at home. Forgot who? The plays? Or the players forgot how to execute.
Who wrote that comment?
Benjamin.
Let me highlight Benjamin real quick.
Hold on, Lou. Hold on. Before you do that, hold on. It's. Let me check something. It's 31 of y'all in here right now. Grumpy said we got 6 likes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, y'all could do better than that. Go ahead, Lou. I'm just gonna point that out. I seen that chat. Had to, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Lou.
All right, let me get this chat off. Let me go find our good friend. See, this is what. See, Benjamin must have not watched us during the season on Wednesday's show when we did film breakdown. Let's go down, break it down.
Shout out Jess ACC 22 likes. Gameboy 305 say 24. Benjamin saying,
I bet.
Benjamin, you just went and liked. Yeah, come on back, Benjamin.
Yeah. Tone, before we got blown out by the Ravens or whatever, it was a game, right?
Yeah, my bad, Lou. I ain't want to take it down, but I had to. I ain't
Yeah,
got
yeah,
this
yeah.
little
Hey,
small
hey,
two
man,
hating channel.
everything helps the algorithm, man. Everything helps the algorithm. Yeah, hit the dislike, likes, whatever. It all works. I just want to go down though. The Ravens game, A-Chain, I believe, had over 100 yards in
Yards
the
in the
first
first
half.
half. Yes, he did.
All right, cool. In the Bills game, everything went bad. Let's just be honest. Like, we're talking about
Not
the first game.
necessarily. They was going back and forth. You know what
Well,
changed that
well, in the
game?
second game, I think he's talking about the first game
Okay,
when Tua
okay.
got hurt.
Right.
Again, it was just
Yeah,
a bad
everything
game.
was, yeah.
Let's go to Green Bay though. Waddle pre-snap lined up in man coverage one-on-one versus the linebacker. Now Waddle in that game is running right by the defender, and I'm talking about in the NFL. That's considered open. When you got at least a step and a half, 2 steps on your guy, that's open in the NFL. It happened twice. It should have been 2 touchdowns.
Pablo said Waddle was wide open all night versus the Packers. Almost.
Let me ask you this. We'll go to the Texan game that Benjamin highlighted. I can count who was it?
3.
River
Remember, we had 3 with Tyreek alone. Touchdowns.
Tyreek touchdowns was running wide open. River Craycraft, I believe, came open one time, wide open.
That's on the Tyreek interception.
On the Tyreek interception, right? So this narrative that in the games he got our coach. No, Tony just told you it's player execution.
And the first interception, you remember the first interception, A-Chan wide open in the flat with Malik Washington right in the front, ready to block with one defender on that side of the field.
Tone, it's crazy how people always tell us, right? This is what we hear. The Dolphins haven't won nothing in 25 years. I want change. I want change. But have you noticed, Tone, that the same people that are telling you that is the same people that every 2 years want to fire a coach?
Yep.
And want to fire this? You know what the Dolphins have been doing in 25 years? Firing coach after coach after coach after coach after coach. There's no stability. It was always a Joe Philbin problem. It was an Adam Gase problem. It was a Brian Flores problem. Now it's a Mike McDaniel problem. Well, damn. I'm just saying, none of those 4 guys I just mentioned, Tone, I ever seen in between those white lines, except the one time where I watched Brian Flores try to fight the Cincinnati Bengal team.
Yeah, facts.
But all we do is want to blame every coach.
That's a fact.
Like, all right, bro, stop. Again, cool. Am I saying Mike McDaniel's perfect? No. And does he have to get better? I think me and Tony will both say yes.
Obviously.
But god damn, bro, y'all make it seem like the man, again, Tone, is just crazy. When the Dolphins win, you don't hear nothing about Coach McDaniel. It's all about these players. Oh, did you see what the quarterback did? Did you see the catch by the wide receiver? Oh, did you see the running back break that? That's all you hear. But in the losses, Tone, what is it that you hear? Mike McDaniel got our coach. Mike McDaniel don't know how to do this. Come on, bro. Like, stop. It sounds ridiculous, man.
Let me kill this. Let me kill this foolish narrative that people are running with. Lewis, isn't it the coach job to make the players execute?
Unbelievable.
First off, you can't make no one do nothing. They have to be willing to do something. Second of all, can you explain me how he can make a player run a right route? Can you explain to me how he can make his quarterback see his wide receiver running wide open? Explain to me how he's supposed to do that. No, what coach is supposed to do is put his players in the best situation to succeed, in the best situation to execute. It's 100% on the players to execute. You want to know when you say the coach failed those players? When you see players running wrong routes. When you see quarterbacks not understanding the play call. When you see wide receivers, running back, lining up, miscommunications. Those what you put on the coach. But when he dialed that play up and you see players running wide open, he did his job. The players have to execute. Now, unless you want him to go out there, grab the football from 2 and throw it to the upper receiver, that's the only best he could do. I would never understand when people say, oh, the coach have to make them execute. How? The coach drop the players, make them run practice the plays, make them understand where to go, specific zones to look at, specific coverages to look at, and understand to make the right decision. He coached them and he tells them, advise them on what to do. The players have to do it.
Tone, I just heard you say that it's on the coach to get the players. Like if you see the players run the wrong route, that's when you blame the coach, right?
Yeah, if they run in the wrong route,
okay,
right?
Okay,
yes.
cool. Now, okay, cool. Listen. I tend to agree with you. I'm trying to call out the hypocrisy, though, right? With the not with you,
you know how they show,
but with these people. Tone, watch this. Yeah. Now you remember against Denver when we put up 70 points when the players executed all game.
Yes, sir.
On the first touchdown, and I'm sure you remember because you were probably sitting in the great seats that you had. You had great seats, by the way. I appreciate the love when I went out there, right?
Yes, sir.
The first touchdown of that game was, I think it was like a 65, 70-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill. It was like a crossing route over the middle, and then he exploded and took it the rest of the way, right? You remember that play, Tom?
Yeah, and they was on
the
sideline
arguing. You remember what
Tyreek
Hill said? You remember what he said?
They was on the sideline. I remember he said, man, don't you ever throw that ball like that again. They went to the sideline, and they proved Tyreek wrong. You ran the wrong route.
You ran the wrong route.
And threw you out. Threw you open.
Now, check this out, Tone. According to what I said I agree with you. We should blame the coach on that, right?
Yeah, we should.
You know why no one blamed him?
Because it worked out.
Because player execution.
Facts.
Because the coach can be bad all he wants, but if your players, if your leader, if your quarterback creates just a little bit of time and keeps his head downfield, who in the hell in the NFL is going to run with Tyreek Hill for 7 seconds? Nobody.
No one.
Even if he's running the wrong route or not. And guess what happened? He got open. Tua found him, made the play. We all celebrating in Hard Rock Stadium.
That's a fact.
Now, nobody said nothing about the coach on that play.
Nope.
And right? But what did we do? We gave Tua all the credit, though, right? We gave Tyreek all the credit, right?
Yes, we did.
Oh, but when it don't work out, it's the blame of the head coach, though.
That's a fact. Great point. You know what? Didn't the same thing happen in not the same thing, but a similar situation happened in the Jaguars game? That one long touchdown that Tyreek had, he was like, that wasn't even the first option. Based on the defense that they was running, the first option was supposed to be Waddle. You remember? He was like, but I understood that if Tyreek dragged across and based on the defense that they won, he was going to eventually pop open. I just needed my offensive line to hold up. That's what Tua said. Coach ain't had nothing to do with that execution. Not a single thing. The matter of fact, he said, I hope Mike McDaniel don't kill me when he go back and watch the film and see that I went to the wrong read. But I knew what I was doing. Mike McDaniel had nothing to do with the execution. He drew up the plays, and it was up to his players to find the open guy. This is the first thing. I'm just saying. So can we stop? These are lazy takes. No. Can we please just understand where the blame belongs? Don't just blame the man because you don't like him. I get it. He's too nice. I don't like it either. But I'm not going to blindly just blame him for every single thing. Just because it's the cool thing to do. It's like we gotta be 100 sometimes. Understand.
Can I address this comment right here real quick?
Go ahead.
All right. Fade routes to 5'8". 5'8" receivers over and over. That I would say that is a very, very astute point by Mike Best. Right? I like how he brings that up. Now, Mike Best, all I'm going to ask you is to hold the same energy. Because I agree with you, right? Over and over and over. It's a bad look for Mike McDaniel. Now, into a scenario, though, right? If you are just throwing in the middle of the field blindly and without moving the safety or not, if the safety is just there and you routinely over and over and over, you throw the ball in that same exact spot, are we going to hold Tua to that same energy? Because we're seeing Tua doing things over and over and over again. So all I'm asking, Mike Best, just same energy and how you can highlight Mike McDaniel over and over and over again. Let's start highlighting Tua, what Tua does over and over and over on a consistent basis without changing. That's costing our team. You would agree with that, Mike Best, would you not?
Hey, Lou, you see, you know how you said keep the same energy? See, my memory is pretty good. So I remember a few comments earlier. You said, and I quote Mike Best, Lewis always talking about those same Waddle plays in the Packers game. Laugh out loud, 50 plays, and he give us 2. So all the plays that Mike McDaniel called, y'all want to point out the fade routes. The one route that y'all don't like. Let's just keep the same energy then.
No.
So how many fade routes he throw? I just said we got to keep the same energy, Mike. That's all I want to know.
Hey, Tone, I got one better. I got one.
Ahead.
Where's
Did we lose Lou?
my fault? Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, we got you.
All right. So with that comment, right? Of I'm trying to find it. Where was it at?
Mike Best most definitely is the man around here, man. We rock with Mike Best, but you know he a tour level. We got to agree. Listen, everyone get it. Pause if you have to. That was wild.
Yeah, but with that thing though, right? Mike, what Mike Best said was, I only can highlight those 2 Waddle plays.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Cool. Now you know what's funny, Tone? He said I brought up 2 plays out of 50. All right. Cool. You know what Mike Best and others do all the time in this community, Tone?
What's that?
They highlight 3 bad plays of Liam Eichenberg out of 50. That's what they do all the time. So they give me 3 plays of Liam getting absolutely demolished, which I agree with. On those plays, he's on the floor, he's getting pushed down. There's no debate. But what about the other 47 plays when he's doing his job? What about those plays? Y'all want to talk about those? Because I'm willing to talk about, I will never bring up those 2 plays against Waddle again. But can y'all stop talking about those 3 plays with Liam Eichenberg then? Can y'all stop doing that?
What comment? They come and say the comment party got canceled like my Super Bowl. Whoa. So day one said Coach Mike McDaniel's time management, play calling can be suspect, personal discussions, etc. Personnel discussions, I'm sorry. I guess these mean personnel decisions, etc. can improve the players' needs to limit the mistakes. 2 things can be true. You know what? That was true. First and second year, he did a lot of that was questionable. But if you're gonna tell me he had those issues in the last year, then that you're not being honest. You're being disingenuous. I'm sorry. So I'll give you that. Liam get a free check, 18 and that is funny. But Luke, go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just picking and choosing. So now Liam has never done his job.
No, he has. We've seen him do it.
No. Again, yeah, we have seen it. I'm talking about these damn people in the chat, right? That they're just talking. It's feelings, right? And we all have them. I work with my feelings too sometimes. But to sit here and pretend like Liam don't do his job. That's, again, I seen the comment. Liam don't do his job. Last year, or when did we play Kansas City? 2 years ago in Germany.
2 years ago.
The last drive when we're down by 7, the 2 most explosive runs that we had in the 4th quarter on that last drive came right behind the ass of Liam Eichenberg. 2 of them. And you know who fucked up that drive? The quarterback.
Wow.
It wasn't Liam. Liam didn't mess up that drive. Liam didn't cost us that game. No, am I wrong? Am I lying?
Nah, you ain't lying.
Stop me when I'm wrong.
Hey, it is what it is, man. You know, hey, man, listen, man. You know, you can't satisfy everyone. People gonna pick and choose what they decide to point out. And listen, at the end of the day, we're just here to give you the truth. speak the facts and point out some of the hypocrisy in his fan base. Now we got to be better, man. We got to be better. But at the end of the day, I would like to say that keep the same energy. That's basically what I want to say. Keep the same energy because we're not going to allow people to come in here to throw false narratives out and just skip over it. No, we're going to come out here and call all y'all out on all this BS that y'all be spewing sometimes. But yeah, Lou, I did want to bring up, when you were saying the Liam thing, you know that play that he got injured. You know who was out there making a block and had a wide open lane for him to run through? That was go see. I think it was number 74, right there, handling his player for more than 2 seconds too. So I'm just saying, when you want your player to be able to, him to extend plays and work up and playoff platform. I mean, you got it. It's not as bad as we say it is. Now, is it up to par? Is this something that we want to be a full-time starter? Of course not. But we're not gonna sit here and act as if the guy is just trash. Let's just say we run 80 plays. He's trash 78 times. Come on. We're gonna be 100. We're not gonna do that.
I don't give a damn about none of that. You know what? Tony's trying to be a little PC. Maybe again, Tony was a lot harder when he didn't go to Texas. I heard them Texas boys out there. They a little soft. I'm not playing with these damn idiots no more, Tone. You know what they said? And again, I know it don't mean nothing because it's been no shoulder pads, no helmet. But I heard Jonnu Smith been getting his motherfucking ass whooped at OTAs.
Talk about it.
They say Kenny Grant is giving that man everything he can handle and more, and that defensive line. So I just want to know, I'm letting people know now, this is a PSA, and you could take this to the bank. The first block Jonnu Smith missed, I'm on everybody's ass. And y'all can pause, y'all can say AO, y'all can say whatever it is y'all want. Just know that I am lighting y'all on fire the first time I see Jonnu Smith miss a block. And your boy James Daniels at right guard, he better not miss a block the entire season. He better be perfect, because if not, I'm lighting y'all's ass up on fire too.
What I would say is he did say we don't know what his timeline was, so I'm not worried. I don't get worried until the actual training camp start. That's when the real practice starts. So I would say that. And Grumpy, I am so sorry, my brother. I cannot let you get away with this. We hard in Texas, Luisito. Tony was on the wrong side of Texas. It seemed like I was on the right, because if y'all hard in Texas, I don't even be nowhere near y'all. I was on the right side of Texas, but we was out there eating some good food, and I'm speaking to the millionaires. You hear me? But yeah, man. But yeah, I don't know, because he asked the question, are we worried about facts? Game Boy 305. Hey, yo. And now, Dave, you just brought up a point that I wanted to point out to Lewis. I heard that when they were saying the offensive line was getting killed, and I heard that on. Hey, shout out to the boys at the Dolphins Collective. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homeboy TD. Y'all already know what time it is, right?
Absolutely.
But I did hear. I don't know if it was TD or it was Omar Kelly saying that that's something you don't want to hear, is the offensive line getting basically dominated. Because offensive line has been, one of the major issues. However, we're gonna act like this don't happen every offseason when they don't have the pass on.
1000%, Tone. That's the first thing I said was they don't have no pads. Absolutely, okay, yeah. I get it.
Yeah, so we don't want to over exaggerate it, but again, listen. When the pad, like I said, when training camp come roll around, then the big boys come out to play. I'm going to see how those boys perform. Then, when them pads get the clapping, you hear me? Then let's see who getting dominated, because you get the control. They know how they teach you the technique. Get under the pad.
Tone, real quick, my bad. How that noise go? How that sound be making? It be clapping like what? Hey, this man. Hey, welcome back, Tone. God damn. This man said clapping. I said shit. I'm just saying, hey, yo, like, hey, Tone, we got to hold you accountable over here, dog. You know how we do, Tone. We can't let you slide off that. Tone said it goes to clapping. I said, hey, yo, hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
that's wow. He can't break you. I say, Tony is a family show. Ah, my bad. Look at Grumpy. Grumpy. See Grumpy. You want to see this? You want to take a pass? Look, Grumpy. Look at it. Look at it. Booty clapping. But yeah, man. Listen. When the pads come on and they go live, then I'll that's when we'll judge them. Based on who's winning their reps. And we like to see the one-on-one reps. Mano y mano. Yeah, may the best man win. We pay attention to those because for the most part, that goes to show you, if that player could hold his own or not. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to. OTAs, they basically learning the playbook. This is what they're doing. They learning the plays, learning the playbooks, putting in installs for the ones that've been there, and also getting the rookies acclimated to how the NFL is. Welcome to the NFL. But yeah, what's good? He's saying,
Hey, Tone, real quick. I don't know if you noticed, but we have a special guest in the back.
For sure.
All
For
right.
sure. You ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Hey, man. Hey, it's whatever. It don't matter to me.
So, hey, man, listen. Shout out to the homie TD. Appreciate you like always, man. Always showing love and support.
TD was good.
Yeah, you and the Dolphins Collective over there, man. Always great content, man. I want to always show you your respect. He said Tony get 120 shows and now he wilding. That's a fact. But listen, man, we said we had a surprise for y'all. Lou, you want me to do it? You want to do the honor? What you want to do?
No. Do your thing, Tone. Go ahead.
Listen. For all y'all, he said, I thought Alex, he said, I thought it was Alex. My bad. For all y'all that have been trolling, you know what I'm saying, we might have something for y'all. But listen, we have a great addition to the Blitz Pickup. We always looking to improve the channel, and we always looking to add on when we can. So, you kind of like how the show was running when we first started. You know what I'm saying? It's good when me and you up here, but I like to focus on taking Lewis. You know what? Let me say that because that would have been a pause. But so I like to focus on killing him in debates. That's what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I love the chat. You know what I'm saying? I got a multitask, so y'all give Lewis an advantage. I know what y'all be doing.
Real quick, Tone. Real quick. I just got to stop you right there, real quick. When did you start lying to these people?
No, I don't lie. See, here we go. This is what I'm saying.
I cannot believe. Hey, chat. Can you believe Tony's out here lying to y'all?
I'm just saying. I like to when I was this is a reason this brother still hasn't left the home. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I thought Lewis was talking about Fred. But listen, we have a special addition to the Blitz Pickup. Hopefully y'all like it. So we want to bring up to y'all the newest member of the Blitz Pickup. Everyone, welcome. The one and only Jess. Jess, what's good, Jess?
Hey, everyone.
Listen,
how are you?
We good.
We
How
don't
you
have
doing?
his camera on like ever.
Well, okay. Lewis B. See, I'm liking it already. She already going at Lewis. Look like
I'm telling you right. Hey, listen, I'm happy to have the boogeyman on board, right? But I will not be on camera. The boogeyman scares the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The boogeyman scares me, but it's always a welcome addition. Jess, what's good, man?
What's up?
Ain't nothing. You see it.
You ready for this?
Absolutely.
Hey,
I see Dave's comment. No, we didn't fire him. He on IR. I'm taking his starting role right now. It's all right.
Hey, they say he was getting fired. I don't know.
That's all right.
Listen, let me tell you how this works. I'm gonna tell you how this works. Y'all know how it is. She officially start on Monday because we had to wait to post June.
That's a fact.
We had to wait to post June to finalize the trade.
Look, real quick, real quick. TD, shout out to TD, but. Hey, TD, man, you remember the good old days on those spaces. You know, ain't nothing changed, TD. I've always been cooking. You know how your boy does, but hey, shout out to the homie. He pulled up the other day, I guess, in the middle of my rant. Again, bro, like, I'm not gonna hold punches. I'm just gonna tell you what it is, at least my opinion. Whether I'm right or wrong, or people want to agree to disagree, however, cool. But I've always been that type of person. So shout out to TD. He must have been listening. And again, salute to the homie.
they already they already get you, just.
I see. It's
Yeah,
all
boy,
right.
say if only
It'll
the
be fine.
76
Just wait.
what's the productive the
Oh,
Bliss pickup when it
don't.
comes to trades.
Hey, yeah, because and the official start date, Tony was saying it. We couldn't. The official start date can't be till Monday because it has to be post June 1st.
That's a
Like we
fact.
can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't get rid of Alex before June 1st. But after, you know
No.
what I'm saying? Yeah, it is
We
what it is.
sending him off with Jalen Ramsey. They can go together. It's a
Well,
package
well,
deal.
well. See, no. Hold on. We're not going to trade him away, right? We're remember what we did to Taj Washington last year? How we stashed him
Oh,
away.
we stashing. Yo, we
All right.
stashing.
So we
You know what I'm
stashing
saying?
Alex away.
Yeah, we
All right.
stashing Alex away, and he'll be back at a later date, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
He
I
said-
hope he good in rehab.
Hey, they say they bitched him, oh Lord. he say, delusional Patriot fans say she retired Alex. Listen,
Sure
man,
did.
Alex, I spoke to Alex earlier. He said, hey, Mike Best say Alex got the steel till backstage.
Hey, now this is a good one right here, Tone. Now I don't know if you were in the spaces when we were doing this the other day,
Oh,
but shout out to Kelvin. Jess, you want to take this one right here?
Philip 15. Oh, so I know we had this discussion the other day, but I mean, I told y'all it wasn't my type, and my type is in a driving distance from
Hey,
me.
hold on. Over here, we take one for the team, not Jess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, if it has to be done, we gonna allow it.
See what I'm saying? That's why we brought you along. He said, Alex, the loser Patriots said that Alex demanded the trade like Jonnu right now. Listen, hey, we put Alex is on IR, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we put Alex on IR, so he got a mandatory
him to the
6
back.
games, man. He got a
Yeah.
mandatory free Alex.
Well, let's get into it a little bit because I'm sure we introduced Jess. Again, we're all excited that she came on board, but let's kind of give the chat an idea of what. So, like, Jess will be here to kind of mediate the situations that arise between me and Tone, right? Sometimes we get loud, we're over talking each other, we're screaming. That's where Jess comes in.
Did we lose you, Lou? You lost him, Jess?
I can't hear him.
Oh, he probably got a phone call. But like what Louis was saying, yeah, she's here to mediate between us because sometimes we get a little wild crazy. Well, we really most definitely gonna be able to focus on. I'm gonna focus on putting belt to ass now because I got someone to take care of the chat. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm here for the chat. The
That's a
chat,
fact.
they love
You see
me, so I'm here for them. I'm representing the chat. We're not gonna let nobody get ignored down there.
Hey, Game Boy, shout out to you. See that, Jess? You see what he said?
See?
The numbers
It
already
is-
going up.
Exactly.
Oh, he said just like the girl from First Take. Hey, that's
Who that
a great
Molly?
analogy. Yeah. Shout out to Holly. Yeah. So and then y'all know I like cooking Lou anytime I get a chance to cook Lou. So when I can focus on debating them,
You see
I
Game
would
Boy's
do it.
comment. That's a fact. I will be
Just
here
to
at
actually show up
7:30.
at exactly
For them.
7:30. He said, and not a minute later.
Not
Yes,
a minute
well,
later.
Now, well, if Jess show up, now she might
I'll
show
be
up.
here waiting on y'all.
But I would say, will the rest of us show up? Is this the real question? So, okay, welcome back. My brother is back in the building. But listen, if TD, if you still in there, I don't know you. We listen, man. I don't know. We probably drop the link, or we'll link up to you. We could get that rolling. I saw you in the chat last time, man. We most definitely gonna want to put on another collaboration with TD, man. I don't know if y'all remember the last one. We had a blast of a time. It was a great show. So we most definitely need to do a little bit more of those. So I agree with you, TD. We got to get something rolling again.
No,
Back, my
I'm
brother.
sorry. I agree with Dave. Just been on the job for 3 minutes and already got my internet acting for crazy, man. That's diabolical, man. That's crazy.
That's the boogeyman. I'm coming out.
I'm telling you
Ready
right
for
now,
you.
the boogeyman never fails, Jess.
Never fails.
That's how it works. So y'all know how it is. But hold on. Come on.
Now,
Wait, my mic is off. There you go.
Oh, hi.
hey, baby
She
girl.
back. Hey, well, y'all know they about to get her. So she got more appearances than Alex. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but yeah, man. He said I noticed. Wow, I'm gonna leave that one alone. What's this one? Hold on, wait. When I get them, I got you. Yo, yeah, listen, Jess. I know you've been in the chat. You know how the chat is. They ain't got no
see
filter.
them.
They ain't got
know,
no filter.
hey, you know what? Real quick, my bad. I didn't even think about it. Right? I'm gonna get on camera. I'm still, I just got home,
Fine.
so I'm still in work clothes. But shout out to my baby girl. She just turned 6 years old today. Right?
Oh,
Her hair's
Aw.
not done or nothing. But baby girl, look. Say hi, baby girl.
Hi.
all right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
6 years
Say
old.
thank you.
Happy birthday.
But shout out.
Yeah.
But and my little man wants to come on. Say what's up.
What's up? Happy birthday for sure. It was upstairs. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, man. Listen, so we wanted to come and give Jess a little camera time so she could get a feel out of it. Well, she usually in the chat, but it's different on this side of the chat. Hey, Louis, what they say, it ain't fun with the rabbit had a gun. So now
You ain't lying.
so it's different on this side. It's say be careful, Tyron. Oh no. He can, yeah, I don't know. They get a little loose. I'm gonna let that. Game Boy said everyone's showing up, but
he didn't even welcome me. He just.
But listen, man, like
right
always. What happened? My bad. Just
I said he just suffering in the back right now. He didn't even show up to say hi, like welcome me. He mad.
Well, we put him on our. Somebody said he on the phone with his agent right now. No, that's my need, Grumpy. But listen, man, like we said, her official date. You got anything you want to tell them, Jess? I can't hear you.
Monday, June 2nd.
Oh yes, for sure. Monday, June 2nd. She will be her first official day. The post June era will be a part of the season. We'll be here. So yeah, listen, shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for coming through. It's still 44 y'all in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all see we putting in work out here. If y'all don't remember, this is what I was gonna say. We did originally, I don't know if y'all remember from the first show, we originally won a 4-panel crew. That's how we wanted to run our show. So, you know what I'm saying? We working on the 4th member, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We working on that man being consistent and
y'all gonna stop doing that to my dog Alex, man.
He ain't here to fight back.
Yeah, that's some nasty
and won't
work.
be.
Hey, so yeah, man. Listen, man, we appreciate y'all. She said, Game Boy said, Jess was surprised the 100th episode way before Alex.
Now
listen,
I don't know. I don't really know what this comment means. But it says the show's already getting better since the appearance of Jess. The scenario is getting better on the show. So, hey man, shout out to Jess. Jess, it looks like you might have a fan already.
Shout out. I told you the chat loved me. I'm here for the chat.
There you go. That's what it's about. Absolutely.
There you have it. So listen, man. Lou, you got anything else before we get up out of here? Lou?
Did we lose him?
Oh, my bad. I thought I was off mute. Listen, man. Great episode. Happy to have the Boogeyman, a.k.a. Jess. That's what I call her. Y'all can say Jess, a.k.a. the Boogeyman. She's the Boogeyman to me, though. Glad to have her on board. Definitely still we got, big things in the back as well. Shout out to that person as well. And everybody knows what time it is, man. Monday, be here for the signing, if you will, of Jess to the Blitz pickup. And y'all already know, man, we'll be late. And I got that revolver in hand. Bang, bang.
That is a fact. And all y'all talk about 4th member Mike Best say him, they cut it out. No, sir. Uh, Alex is the fourth member. Y'all gonna leave Alex. They gonna,
He
we can
will
kill
be
him, but
back.
y'all ain't finna kill my dog like that. Now, Alex is the fourth member. But listen, we appreciate y'all. Lewis, you hit the get us out of here again, man. I forgot to hit the end stream. But listen, we'll see y'all Wednesday, 7:30 is. Y'all already know what to do, Lewis.
You
No,
skipped
no,
a day.
no. Real quick, before we end it, you see how? Hey, chat again. There's a second discrepancy. He didn't forget how to hit the end button on the last show, taking away my shine. But now all of a sudden, he forgot to hit the like. Hey, Jess, I'm just saying, Jess. Sometimes you got to keep him on his toes, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be here to do that.
All right,
Keep
hey man,
both
we love
of y'all
y'all.
on your
Peace.
toes.
Hey man, peace, love, and fins up, man. We'll holler at y'all Monday. We'll be late, man. Peace.
That's a fact.